not even a joke. It happens. Hey, it's your friend, Katie. Welcome to Motivation Moment. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to talk about what we're talking about today. I got a great message the other day asking to talk about how to organize your day, week, and month. Now, let's be real. 1, that's a great question. 2, I'm no expert, but I am going to share some of the things I do that help me run my incredibly insane life, because I talked about that last week about burnout and how I'm going all the time, and it's a thing. So there are some things that I have to do to get through my days and how to kind of organize my life, I guess, or I think I'd just be running all the time. That's not healthy either. As we know from last week's video, if you have not watched it, go check it out. It's all on burnout and how I was there again. All right. So how do I organize my life? Really, it's ever changing, but one of my biggest number one things that I cannot live without at all, literally cannot live without, is my calendar. My Outlook and calendars, whatever, they all mixed together here. I cannot live without them. It's so bad to the extent where I actually tell myself when I'm working on my day job, because that's the one that I am running all the time, going to meetings, meeting with people, going here and there, driving all over hundreds of miles a day, okay? That's what I'm doing at my day job when I'm not at my office here where you're seeing me. It's my office. I'm all over the place. So in my calendar, I actually block time. I'm a time blocker. So I block out time for all sorts of different things. Number 1, meetings. We all get that, sure. But number 2, I actually have to put in my drive time. That sounds silly, but I pretty much have to drive a decent distance wherever I go. That's just how it is in where I live, and then also like how my job works. So I actually put in drive time, and I also color code it. No joke, color code it. I color code everything. My drive time is in yellow, my meetings are in blue. I call sometimes heads down time, that's in pink, where I'm like, don't talk to me, no one connect with me, I have got to get some work done. So I just started that recently because I was honestly scrambling, always trying to get things done. And for me to prevent burnout, like my last week's video, I need to make sure that I am not working crazy amounts of hours. That's me personally. I'm sorry. I don't feel like we are put on this earth to work 24/7. We all have lives too. And I put up some really hard boundaries on when I work. And I did put a video at one point, I'll have to find it for you, about why I call my job my day job. So my actual day job is a thing, and then I'm building a business and brand over here. That's a separate thing. So I work for a company, and that's my day job. I say that to myself and others all the time because it reminds me that I do that job during the day. So I'm not working 80 hours a week like I did and had crazy burnout years ago and ended up quitting my job because I was so unhappy. So that is one thing. My calendar is gold to me. It really, really is. I have a hard time. There's people in my life that don't use a calendar. I'm like, how do you get anything done? There are times I forget to put drive time and I'm so involved in work and I don't pay attention. Like when I'm working and I drown out everything else. Side note, people ask, how do you work in a coffee shop sometimes? I can, because I can turn everyone else off and I'm doing work. Well, that has pluses and minuses, because the plus is I'm getting the work done. The minus is I forget to look at the clock saying, oh, hey, Katie, you need to leave. You need to go. So I put in drive time, even drive time between meetings, even if they're not very far away. I put it in there because me, your friend Kate, will get in the middle of something and I would look up and be like, well, missed that meeting. I've never done it yet, but I have gotten close to being late to meetings because I don't have it figured out. So, and I don't have my drive time put in there. So calendar, number 1, is my best friend. And I wish I would have used a calendar, like time blocking and putting things out there earlier in my life. So I wouldn't have had such heartache trying to get everything done. And I do time block, not so much in my own business yet, because I'm not doing that full time yet. I put in, like if I have a podcast interview I need to do, and I know I'm out and about during the day, and then at night I'm doing that podcast interview, I do put the drive time in if I know I'm going to be away from my office. So, because I need to be here to do my podcast interviews. So anyway, so that's number 1. Number 2, sometimes, I don't do this often, but sometimes I just put out, I look at the entire calendar, and especially on my weekends and my nights, I really try to plan not to do too many things. I used to be that person that would do way too many things, and again, burnout. I'd get burned out. I'd get tired. I'd get sick and tired. And by the way, if you hear something right now, I'm really trying to batch work today, and I am uploading this video to, it doesn't matter, but it's making, my computer's making it really loud, and I apologize. I really hope you can hear that. If you can, I will never do that again in one of my videos. So sorry. It's like a spaceship trying to take off over here. What's going on, little Mac? What are you doing? Anywho, I apologize. So I look at the whole calendar and like how many things do I want to do this week, and I'm kind of on like a whim kind of person. Like, hey mom, you want to go to Trader Joe's today? Like, or tomorrow? I do that a lot too, but I don't want to burn myself out. I also, this is like controversial, I'm sure. I don't do a lot of events anymore. So I used to do all the events. I used to, for my day job, used to go everywhere and do everything. And no, my time is sacred to me now. And I work during the day. I will connect with my customers during the day. And every once in a while, I'll go to an evening event, but very rarely, because I need my personal time to recoup, to do the things that I want to do, to spend time with my significant other, to hang out with my dog. Again, we have our own lives. I'm sorry, not sorry. Not doing it. So I'm very, very picky on where I'm spending my time. Another thing I do, I'm a list maker, but I'm not a list maker to go off of it every day. Like, I don't have I used to have a reoccurring list. Like, I have to do all these things. Now it's kind of like a daily thing, and I kind of toss it out sometimes because I just want to make sure that I can kind of stay on task for the day. When I have to sit there and hold this list and carry it around, even if it's on my computer, I'm not going to lie, I probably won't do many of the things on the list. So usually I like to, recently I've been doing this too, trying not to do too many meetings on Mondays and Fridays, just because Mondays you are trying to get going for the week. And again, I'm talking all day job stuff here. And then Fridays, I really want to wrap stuff up so I don't feel like I have so many things to do on Monday. So I try really hard not to have meetings specifically on Fridays as much as possible, but sometimes I do. And then Mondays, I usually don't have them in the mornings, but I'm such a liar because tomorrow I'm recording this. Okay, I batch record, let's be real. And tomorrow's Monday, I'm doing it on a Sunday, I actually have meetings right away in the morning, so kind of broke my own rules. But hey, it is what it is. I try really hard, but I do know my emails, I don't have 500 emails to go through already. I know for a fact I don't, because I took care of them on Friday. If you're listening to this and you are an adult and you have a job and stuff like that, you need to do what's right and what works for you. Everyone works differently. I have friends that work so differently than me. And I also, this is another thing how I keep my life organized, little controversial because a lot of people do not do this, but I had to start doing this. So when I started at this current day job, I made it like my mission in life to not have an inbox of hundreds of thousands. Anything in my actual physical inbox is something I need to address or do still. It's kind of like my running to-do list. And that sounds crazy, but when it's done, I slide it over into a folder, like that project folder, whatever project I'm working on for that one. So that has been really helpful. I will say it is a little triggering though when you drive to a meeting and you come back, or you check I don't try to check my phone emails. I don't like doing that. But when I do, and I'm like, I was gone for 20 minutes. How do I have 50 new emails? And that's not even a joke. It happens. Last thing, there's a million more, but one last thing I do to stay organized, keep my mind sane, is I actually took off all of my notifications on my phone. I never did the social media notifications because I don't want to see that stuff, but I actually have my little email one where it doesn't say how many emails I have in there. I changed that because that was triggering for me. And I'm like, this is so counterproductive. I can't get anything done when I'm worrying about the number of emails I have. Sometimes I just need to lay everything down and get some work done. So that is one little tip that has saved my life. I have another one. They just keep coming to me. So there is one other thing that I do, and there's millions more, that really sets up the boundaries for me and my customers. Good Lord. Because I don't feel like it's right if you are going to email someone at 3 a.m, because that's the time you work really well. You work super good at that time. Good for you. I mean, I'm an early morning person, but there are times that if I get up early and I'm doing emails, okay, this is my example. Let's say I'm up and I'm just like really like, I'm going to get some work done. I want to catch up before work and just get some emails. I'll actually type the email out at 5 a.m. That's not even true because I'm at the gym at 5. 6 a.m., 6:30, whatever, 7 even. I'll type the email, leave it in my drafts. I'll save it in my drafts folder, like just put save on the email. And then when it hits 8:30, I'll hit send. Why? Because again, I'm trying to set up a boundary and set a standard for anyone that works with me is I am not going to be able to email you 24/7, and I'm not going to. That's just who I am. And so sometimes if I want to catch up personally for me, I'll do that in the morning. Like I'll work a little bit earlier because that's my time of day. Love doing that, working earlier. And then I'll save it in my drafts. And then when the day starts, which is technically for a company 8:30, but obviously I work from all the times, but I will send it around 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock even. And the response from the night before or whatever. And then I have a lot of people that work nights because they like to work at night because it's better for them. I'm not going to respond to your emails at that time. I will respond in the morning when I start work because that's not my time to work, but that's my time for me and my family. And let's be real. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning going to the gym by 5. I'm in bed by like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm not kidding. So no, I'm not going to respond to your email then. So those are just a few things, more than a few, but those are a few things that I try to set for myself that help me get through my day, week, and month. Now, because of the job I'm in and because of all the things I'm doing, it is, again, I'm going back to that calendar. I look over that calendar, and if it's heavy, if I'm heavy in the early part of the week on meetings, I know I need to take days or half days to catch up on things or I will burn out. So that's what I would do. I would start with, like, even if you have like a hard copy and you like to write out your calendars, again, I need something that dings saying leave, go to your meeting, because I'm always doing so many things at once. I would highly suggest start trying there for if that works for you. Try things. I've tried many things over my career. What works better for me, what doesn't work better for me. I just it's like a trial by error kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. Let's just see what works and doesn't. So that's what works for me for now. I didn't mean for this video to get so long. I'm long-winded today. I have so many more things that I could talk about. Maybe I'll do another part. If you have extra questions specifically on anything I talked about today, please reach out and let me know. I would love to dive deeper into something, show some examples. If that would help you more, I'm all about it. But again, as I try to say, you need to do what works for you. But these videos are for you to get an idea, see if it may work, or try it. And this is something that works for me. Maybe it won't work for you, but maybe it will. You just never know. I've had people say, hey, Katie, I have my inbox as my to-do list. And I'm like, I love that. It has changed my life. It has changed my life in a great way. So you do you, my friend, and you keep doing you, because no one can tell you what to do and how to do it. You need to figure out what works for you the best, but you can get ideas from people and take what you like from different people and create what you love for yourself. So yet again, thank you so much for being here today. And as always, less hate, let's go motivate, and you get out there and try something new in your calendar, your schedule, or whatever, and see if it will work for you. And if not, chuck it out and try something else. That's what's so cool about life. We can do that. Have an awesome day. See you next time. Okay, I'm batch recording today, and I literally just keep changing my shirt, but I am super long-winded, and I apologize for that. I really get excited about this topic because my time is so important to me. Time is more important to me than actual money. It sounds crazy, but you only get so much time. You can't create more time. You can make more money. You can't create more time. Everyone gets 24 hours in a day. I really want to try to utilize them as best as possible. So good luck to you. Keep your head up and do what's right for you, my friend. And again, sorry for the background noise. Yeah, getting a phone call. It's a Sunday.